Okay, so of course, at that time of the day where we enter inside the legal side of everything, because everything is actually under the law. All right, and guess what? Today we are starting something new. So last week we had time to take your questions, and of course, sorry, and of course, Barrister will be also taking time to answer every of your questions. But today, like I said, we're going to go into something new, something we guys do with everyone talking about investment. So we're raising the legal side of investment this morning. And guess what, Barrister Tomi Vincent is in the building, as always, to do justice to that. So ladies and gentlemen, good morning once again. And obviously, we welcome you guys on top of the show. My name is Slimmy, and I am with Barrister.
And
Barrister, don't say your name is not Tomi. Your name is Barrister Tomi.
I'm a Collington.
I am my learned colleague. Yeah.
Mike Mbuel.
Wow. Wait, maybe that's what you would say. Barrister, no, we are not colleagues. You think if you are not around now, you can like tell me
because we are taking tea together now, coffee together, we are barmaids.
The only thing I'm not wearing is black and white, which I can get.
Anyway.
But anyways.
I know many people don't want to hear us, but see, lawyers are the only learned people.
Can you imagine?
You don't want to hear about that.
Please don't even start. Don't let's go there. Don't let's shake the tables this morning.
Oh God. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the very last day of September.
That's true.
The last Wednesday, the last day. To God be the glory. We are all alive to see ourselves. You seeing us from the TV. We're looking at the camera, to hoping and wishing that you are living well, you're doing well. Today, we're going to go, like she said, we have done a lot about question and answers, and today now to go into legal side of investment. And today, many of us will wonder, okay, what is investment as separate from business? I'm sure when you reach Mama Monica, I've been talking about investment and things like that. So I don't want to flog that issue. But for me, as from the legal aspect, I just to tell you that investment means when you allow your money to work for you.
That's from legal.
Okay, when you almost the same thing. You see, because there's a difference between business and investment. Business is when you are working for the money, or even employment is when you are working for the money. But when it comes to investment, is when you are making the money to work for you. So probably you put the money in a way that passively it is working, and you want to get profit or what is called return back later. Unlike business or employment, you are not in control. So those of us who are watching, there's a difference between when I say legal side of business or legal side of employment or legal side of your endeavor and legal side of investment. So because they are both similar, but one is that in the case of investments, you are not actively involved. You are waiting, more or less. You are sending the money, you are sending money on errand, and you're waiting for the return. Just like when you send people on errand, you cannot control so many factors in between when you told them to go and do something and when they return to you. There are so many factors you cannot control. So you're just hoping and wishing that what you send them or what you sent them is what they will return to come and do. Because sometimes you might have waited and they'll tell you that you ask them to go to the market or to buy this pepper, buy that one. By the time they come back, they have bought meat instead of pepper. So that waiting time is like an investment that had the loss because you waited for them to bring back meat, to bring back pepper. What they brought back was meat. So that is a factor that you cannot really control. So that's why you have to be, it's like when you say, let's go to the market. That means you are going to the market to go and buy. So you can at least at that point say, okay, you and I are going. So we know what to expect. You do this, I do this, you do this, you do this. But so now, the legalities involved, is what we want to discuss now so that you can understand that you just don't, and because many people have been hurt because of expectations that they have about what they perceived as investment. First, I need to address one issue. When you are putting money down to help your people, your person, whether your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whether your relative or your child, it somewhat has in quote, sign of investment.
Hey.
That
No,
that we are investing. I'm investing in this person. But you have to realize that more or less what you are doing is helping them. And they help.
why? But I'm investing now. I'm putting my money into it. So
that... you can call it investment, really. Except that let's call it, for instance, in some organization, they can say, okay, let's train you.
Okay.
And then when you are back, you know that you're going to be a benefit
To
to
the
us.
company, yeah.
So probably most times there will be like an agreement,
Okay.
a bond or whatever. It's okay. When you don't come out to, when you do go for that training, when you are returning,
come back.
But when it comes to domestic relationships, like love, like child to father,
Okay.
relative to, yes, you might consider it an investment in your mind, but the legality does not support that expectation. It's a moral expectation that the person...
They're like an obligation.
That the person... Okay, for instance, I was raised by my sister. She was majorly responsible for my training, she and her husband. I owe them moral obligation, moral duty to always be relevant, to be there for them and things like that. But the way it is not that it's a law
that you must
do back.
Okay.
I get to me. It is not a law, so it becomes
because of the family bond.
Yeah, because of that relationship.
Okay.
And the same thing with people who are say, okay, I'm raising. Okay, your girlfriend is in university and you are paying the school fees and what have you and things like that. Yes, it might be an investment in quote towards the love that you're expecting in return and things like that. But majorly speaking, it's more of a moral obligation than a legal obligation to you. Except you guys have signed that.
Okay.
I am raising. I am sending you to school. When you are coming back, it'll be like, and you cannot really cannot be saying that there must be a contract of marriage that I'll train you in consideration of training you. You marry me and things like that.
Is it not possible?
Because
these days, because people are actually intending to start doing that. Because now these days, you train somebody, you send somebody to school as a guy, and then when she finishes, she tells you are no longer a standard. She wants to get married to someone else. So it's not better you put it into an agreement that, okay, I'm sending you to school because fine, I want you to be a better person. And when you come out, you are going to get married to me. So it won't be a wasted effort.
Yes, love is emotive. Love is emotional. You cannot force love. You cannot force relationship.
So, but is that not a dubious character from the woman?
Same as I've seen fathers who raised children and the children came back to dislike the father or hate the fathers. I've seen mothers who paid, basically even sold what they had to raise children and the children forgot them. So would you say because of that, mother should have written an agreement?
No, but that case is different now, Barrister. That's like a mother to a child. Now I'm saying a man to a woman.
That's what I'm saying. That we should understand that emotional aspect. That's why, because many people, when, for instance, your cousin comes to you, this is an emotional aspect I'm trying to put.
Okay.
Your cousin comes to you and say, Brami, business you want to do this one, I want to do this one. And you are expecting something in return, but it's not expressed. It's because, I need to do this for my relative, I need to do this with my cousin or my brother. And later you are thinking that was an investment. No, you need to be very guided about what is called investment here in the legal sense, because,
Is it the signing of document? Barrister, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be very sure. Now, is it the signing of document that makes an investment? Or
yeah, we're going to get to those things because there are processes that you have to understand that when it comes to investment, these are the legal checks you have to put in place so that you can see that this is an investment. This is not an emotional thing. This is not about relationship, just emotional aspect of engagement. I love you, or I don't love you, or you're my son, you're not my son. Yes, if you raise your child, it's natural to expect that the child should be appreciative and but if for circumstance they cannot do that, it's not an investment in that sense. That's why when you tell people that, look, saying that I'm raising my children are my investment, it could be a bit of challenge in terms of understanding the reality of investment, technically and legally speaking.
Okay.
You have to be very careful about your own perception. You know, I didn't even call it definition, perception. The way you they think say investment, not be saying like the reality, because so many people don't. My neighbor come borrow money, and in fact, sometimes when people say somebody come borrow money, you like the business with the person they do because of your love for that kind of business. As the person come borrow money, quick, you don't give them money to borrow. Thinking for your mind, say, nah, your investment in that business. And the man he talks, now money I come borrow from
so
you.
I'll return your money.
And when I get the money, nobody say, so, and the business they work out, but never pay you your money. You won't come to say, but now we get the business. I say, no be investment. Now me get the business. The money where you borrow me, I put inside business, but you never bring back the...
Okay. Barrister, can I have a business idea and you invest? Like you invest your money into...
Yeah, you can invest, because sometimes you get people who say they call them sleeping investors or quiet, silent investors.
Okay.
So, most times, I mean, like Monica don't teach you now. Most times, some people just say they just like to put their money. I have a friend that is a banker, top banker. He hardly keeps money. He hardly keeps money. It's not he buys one property or buys one something. It tells you that he doesn't, I mean, that's a banker, top-notch banker, but he says, I don't have money in my account, so that even if I die, there's no little you can find there. But my money, is always,
it's tied down to something.
Tied, so that it's working for me. So I'm working for my salary. I get the salary every month, but as salary is coming in, I'm pushing it out to everywhere so that I know that if anything that happens to my job...
But that's investing now.
That's investing. In that sense. So you can say that what happened there is that there is an arrangement whereby you can say, legally speaking, but you see, that you have ideas, just like a mere idea as well. I can come and can invest in your idea, but there will be a clarity. That will be, they certain say, this is the return what they expect. But if you don't watch things like Dragon, don't those Dragon show.
When it start yielding profits,
you get back. I mean, some people are just, they call them angel investors.
Okay.
They just give you the money and they say that this is how much you're expecting from
so it's not like you're buying my idea off.
You're not buying the idea. You can even give the idea to you can work the idea. I believe in the idea, but you don't have the money. So I'm giving you money to go and do the idea out. So but this is expectation I'm looking for. But this money is also probably I also borrow the money. You understand me? Okay, I got my friends together. We do a pool fund together. Okay, let's put this fund every month. Probably about 10 people who are into employment say that every month we'll be doing 50,000 together as an investment sum. Okay. So we're now looking for where to invest those small sum. You understand me? So there's a pool fund which they are looking for where to invest that. So they say also this guy has an idea. So among them said they say, okay, let's invest our own money in this person's idea, and let's just tell them that we're going to expect this kind of return back. That's what when you hear investment banking. Investment banking, things like that. These are the ideas behind such. So you have to be very careful that you put this sentiments aside. Say, and my friend and my brother, they can't borrow money from me. I can't invest in business.
I invest
in my wife's business. That's why I don't hear that one many times. Man, we open shop for your wife. Say, I invest in my wife's business. I can't return. You see, you have to be very careful that because when you're helping your wife, when you're helping, that's a domestic arrangement to help the family finance to move forward. You can't call that so much so as investment. It's an arrangement domestically to help the finance to push forward. You understand me? So many people have made the sentiment. But you can have a system whereby you can say, okay, I want to invest and I'm expecting you to do this to us. Is the money I'm bringing back for you. I've seen a man that once told his wife to go and borrow money to do the business. And although he was the one that gave the bank money to go and do it, but what he did was that he told...
let's take Shegun from Lagos. Hello, Shegun, good morning. Shegun. We had issues with our lines. We had issues with the line this morning. Hello, Shegun.
Okay.
Is it there? It's gone, right?
It's gone. It's gone. Okay. So the man arrange the money to the finance house, not the bank, the finance house, whereby the wife went to go and collect the money from the finance house, so that the wife can have a sense of, look, this is the money that is not just domestically arranged money. So there are so many things. So when you are entering into that dimension, you are very, very careful that you are putting things in perspective. What is investment? Because there are situations, I've seen situations whereby somebody push so much money into the wife's business, or even another person put money to the husband's business, and they split at a point in time, and the person was expecting that it was my money and
my
whatever.
money that started the business.
These are all the arrangements that's okay. Because it wasn't an investment, or which is that you are helping the family to go on and things like that. Now, so when it comes to investment, some of the things we have to notice. Number one, we have to understand the legal foundation of what you call that investment. What I mean by legal foundation is that you cannot invest in something that is illegal. And nobody, let not, somebody come and tell you that we're doing black oil, we're doing crude oil. Or crude oil. You have to ask what license you have to do that. And they keep telling you some mysterious story about one, they give you one Igbo man, one person, and they give you references. No matter the millions of references of success stories I've told you, if the substance is illegality, it cannot hold, because investment has to be based on. So somebody saying, I'm going to be bringing fuel for you. You're not asking, or probably I'm a supplier of fuel. So when I get the fuel, I go and supply in the IC. I take it to IC. I bring it back and what have you.
And but is sweet.
But what I have now, I'm doing only 10 kegs. But if I have more money, I can do about 20 or about 100 kegs, and then from there, and I'll be bringing back this one. And you're putting the money in there, bros. Sis, they're on your own, no, because you have to understand that you have to know the legality beyond which law, and this is why many people have lost their money. I've lost investment practically. There used to be a guy called Malozef. I'm trying to remember his name. Madoff. He was into. It was a big time, investor in quote. But what he was doing was Ponzi scheme, and it was so influential. He's still, if you Google it, Madoff, he's still in jail now. Swindled so many people. But when the hit came down, everything, someone took even their pension to go and invest in so-called scheme of this Madoff. Of course, by the time he was caught, all the things just came out, bam. Some people committed suicide because, they had practically lived, put all the investment based on the thing, on the scheme. And so there was nothing more because they are past their active working life. And so that's why you have to see that what is the legal thing, the legal framework. Take your time. And for everybody watching me,
okay, let's take Isaac from Rivers. Isaac, good morning. Can you turn down your volume?
Hello.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you on the show.
Good morning. Fine.
Okay, now speak up and turn down your volume. Turn down your TV volume or increase your voice.
I'm Isaac.
I know. Go on.
Okay.
His volume is loud. Very
Hello?
loud. Very high.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
Yes, we can. Go on.
Okay. I have a question based on your topic here now.
Okay.
The side of investment. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can hear you. Please go ahead.
Please, if prevention, I'm a pharmacist anywhere. If prevention, I invested money on my business, on my pharmacist business. Is it not investment? Can we not call that one investment?
Okay. Isaac, you see, if you are working for that, your shop, being the business, you are doing business first and foremost. Okay, you are expecting returns. That will be profit. Profit for that business. Now, you see, the difference between business and investment is that in the case of business, you are involved,
you're
actively involved. So you can get the profit from that business or pharmacy to go and say you want to invest it in shares, in stocks, in something that you are not actively involved. that is bringing you back returns. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So that one will become like the business, because even every business must have investments. So the same way every employee must have an investment, businesses should have investment, because an insurance company will always have, it's all the money they're collecting from you is that's their business. But to get back, so when the time comes for you to be able to get back your money from them, they are investing in different areas. They have investments in bank, investment in shares. Looking at the money will be working silently and they can make a return. Even banks have investments. Everybody has investment one way or the other. So that the money, while you are actively involved, there's something that is also working and coming back to you in terms of so,
but if he's not involved, barrister, if he has a pharmacy attendant, but then he still pumps in money
into the place,
can we call it investment?
You see, it's possible that if you have a good system in place, somebody like what's that guy called that he's one of the richest guys.
Okay, I think he's still calling back. I think it wasn't done. Okay, you called us back, Isaac.
Hello?
Yeah, please go on.
I was not satisfied with the question. So another one is this. What a situation that I use my money to build a hotel or build house for renters. Can we call that one an investment?
Yeah, more or less. That's more or less like an investment. It's like an investment. If you build a hotel will be more of a business for you if you are involved in it. But if your hotel is bringing back money to you, or probably you are part of people that build the hotel and then they are bringing your own share to you every time. But if you are involved in the hotel, then it will be more of hotel business, not hotel investments. Are you understanding me? That's why I see some people that they have hotel, while they are actively involved in it, the hotel was doing well. The moment they move away, the hotel goes down. Because that was a business, not an investment. Are you getting me? But if you have a house that you build and the house is yielding, you should give the estate management to be managing it for you, and they're giving you rent. That is an investment, because you are not, at that point in time, you are not building the house again and again. So so the house is house building business, but it has become an investment for you. So I was trying about, I'm trying to remember the guy that is one of the richest guy but all he does is to have businesses that he even Richard Branson, like Virgin and things like that. He sets up company, and then once he sets up the company, he moves away from it. He puts it and then moves away. At that point in time, he's not involved. Just ask him, this is an investment I've put here. Work it out and give me back my returns and things like that. So if you can get to a level that you can have competence that do your business, make your own income out of it, pay your own salary, but I want this back at the end of it. So you have shareholders in companies are actually investors. You understand me? So they come only once in a year. Okay, what have you guys done? And then bring back. So but the people that are working there are workers. You know, so if you have an MD CEO who is there, is a business for him. It might be an investment. When it gets the yield coming out, you can, like Fola Diola of GT Bank now. He has made an investment in GT Bank. He worked there at the point in time, but now he has millions of shares that, you can tell you that every year, whether he was there or not, when they give the dividends on those shares, amounts to almost billions for him. So he's not working in GT Bank. He's not MD of GT Bank again, but he's getting so much.
But continuing from here next.
Yeah, we have just scratched.
We just scratched the surface.
I hope we got something.
Yeah, definitely we did, barrister. It wasn't a time wasted at all. All right, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Timothy, and every one of you at home.
We'll see you next week when
Happy October.
Yes, happy new month in advance. We love you guys. Bye. Stay safe.
Stay safe.
And be money wise.
Yes.
Me help Mama Monica to say that.
Yeah, and be legally wise.
And be legally wise.
God bless you all.